Hello guys, Metsrule Games here again today. I am coming at you with another deck profile of an idea that was sent to me by my friend Eric, Metsrule97. It was a very interesting idea, and the original deck list that he sent me didn't really make too much sense. I played around with it, and for the life of me, I could not get this to work right when I needed it to. I didn't know what I needed to do with it, and it was confusing me as to how it was going to work, how it played. So I went and made my own adjustments based off of the idea of the deck that Eric here has designed. A lot of the monsters are dark and light, so you can use Dark Simorgh with this deck. And Dark Simorgh is a very powerful monster. Your opponent cannot set cards in the field. But as far as synergy, the deck is a little different synergy-wise. It is fun to play around with, but performance-wise, it's not as great as what I was hoping, but it's not bad, and it can really kind of hold off your opponents. And it can do stuff. Don't get me wrong. It can do stuff. It can make plays as long as you get the right stuff in your hand when you need it. And sometimes that can be a problem with the deck when I was playing around with it. But otherwise, it's not too bad, and it is pretty fun. So to start off with, 2 Cam, Recycle Gusto monsters. Good important target, because Gustos are going to be one of your main things that you have that you need to constantly be able to play off of. 3 Gimmick Puppet Jury Doll. Banishes Gimmick Puppets and special summons itself. It is a level 8, and this deck can make very high level synchros, usually being 9, 11, and 10. Well, 9 and 11, even 10. Oh wait, no, I didn't put any of the level 2 tuners in here. So 10, you can't make 10, but you certainly can make 9. You can make 11. You can make 6. You can make 5. So you do have some options here in the deck for, variability. 3 Gear Changer. Use that for rank 8s. 3 Magnet Doll. You can use this for synchros or rank 8s. Use it to banish for Jury Doll to make your synchros. Twilight Joker. It's a level 8. Can special summon it when the Gimmick Puppet you control is disturbed by battle. You can just set, Gear Changer and then special this out of hand. And it's got 1600 defense, so it's not too bad. You can... Oh, it's when it's sent to the graveyard you can banish it. So that's not really too bad. This is more for discard fodder, but you can use it for that matter. 3 Gusto Eagle, level 1 tuner. When destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon level 4 non-tuner Gusto. 2 Gusto Griffin when it's discarded. Well, if it's discarded by a card effect, special summon a Gusto monster from your deck. We can trigger this. 3 Gusto Goldo, level 3 synchro, level 3 tuner, one of the most important cards, and it can special summon a level 2 or lower Gusto monster from your deck. Doesn't specify if it has to be a tuner or a non-tuner, just can be a Gusto monster. So you can use it for Eagle. Eagle just has to be non-tuners. 3 Pilica. Well, sorry, 2 Pilica. She's very nice to have. And 2 Winda, because she's nice to have. Pilica will summon them from the graveyard, and you can only special summon wind monsters that turn, unfortunately. So, you can't summon it for the rest of your turn. So what you should do when you are going to play this is, let's say you have Gusto Goldo on the field. You play Jury Doll. You make Star Eater. You play this. You summon Goldo back, and you make something else. Or like you summon... Well, You can sometimes make these, I guess. Or really, I don't know. It's there just in case. I don't think you can make this often, but let's see what Gusto monsters could you use to make this with? This would honestly be better than these two. So add these two in. Haha. 2 Gusto Falco. Now you can make Goldos. And it just summons Gusto monsters and face down defense. So, whatever. And you can summon it with Goldo. Can't do it with Eagle, but... And with this, you could actually make 10s. So we should do a little bit of an edit to our extra here. So then you can make some 10s. Contact with Gusto, recycles, Dark World Dealings for draw power, and discard, get, Jury Dolls or Gimmick Puppets into the graveyard. Foolish to get rid of them, MSTs, 3 trade-in to get rid of, Twilight Jokers, or to get rid of Jury Doll or Magnet Doll if you need draw power. 3 Upstart Goblin. You really don't want to ditch Magnet Doll. If need be, you can, but you shouldn't need to. Well, you shouldn't, desirably do it. Because, well, that's definitely a thing, and I don't think you need to do that. But, the likelihood of summoning Mistworm, that would be a little difficult to do. Considering it needs non-tuners. Yeah, you can't make that, so we will just do... Oh. Just make a... Let's do Leo, because we can actually make Leo. Okay, so we got that now. Now for the extra deck, 2 Goldos, 1 Gaiabolg. Its effect is really good. Giganta Castle is good. We have it at 2 because we can make 9s. We can make Leo. 3 Star Eater, most important, most broken synchro you can make. 3 Gimmick Puppets, number 15, Giant Grinders, and 3 number 40 Gimmick Puppet Monsters. So that is really the deck. It does have a lot of playability overall. I don't know exactly how it's going to work with the windows and everything, but I can see that consistency-wise, it is going to be a fair bit better than a lot of the other. I mean, consistency-wise compared to this, I find this much more consistent than this. Eric, your idea is a good idea. I just feel like you could have done some more fine touch-ups. I mean, that's not a bad play. The machine duplication is actually good. I can't particularly say that it's bad, because that could provide the deck a little bit of the speed that it could use to help speed it up, which I might actually try it like that. But as for now, this is how I think I'm going to play it. Just because, well, I mean, it's... I don't know. I'll put these 2 on the side, and if I don't like it built this way, then I'll do that. Because I really feel like that could be possibly a thing. There, you know what? Let's just ditch these 2 and go with 2 of those. No, let's just do 3. 3 of those. Fuck it. No Upstart. Don't need it. Don't want it. So yeah, that's the deck. Gotta say, though, it honestly, though, is actually quite a lot of fun to play this deck, and I will hopefully soon get some footage of me actually dueling rather than me just doing it this way, just doing deck profiles. I mean, deck profiles are so much easier to do. It doesn't take as much time, and I could use the Google Streamer to do that. But for duel videos, I usually duel friends, and I like to be able to communicate with them and not have to type. So whenever my recording program gets its head out of his ass and decides it wants to actually record Google, I will do that, because who wouldn't want to hear me talking to my opponent rather than just type a bunch of shit to them. So yeah, but that is the deck, though. I do actually enjoy playing this style of deck. It is very new to me, and the idea is a very good concept. Like I said, Dark Simorgh can work well with this deck due to the fact that they are dark monsters, but you do remove them from play. And for Jury Doll, you need to be able to remove Gimmick puppets, and they are usually dark except for Gear Changer. So that really, honestly, in my opinion, is kind of a negative setback in this deck. The Dark Simorgh, it is good. It is nice to have it when you need it, but I just personally feel like, as far as it goes for overall making the deck as good as it can be, I feel like it's a setback, and I feel like Eric did a lot of those other spells that you have and stuff inside the original deck list you gave me were kind of also a setback. I don't want you to be upset about that fact, but if I found it really confusing to play, I mean, I always just drew things that I kind of didn't really need to. I don't know. I just didn't feel like a deck that I would particularly play. And I don't know if you can understand that, but I really feel like that this deck, this build here, I mean, this card right here, this one that I'm poking at right now, card destruction or whatever. What is it? Where is it? Yeah, hand destruction. This card really can help your opponent go plus, especially in this new meta. You know, Shaddolls, it helps them go positive. Burning Abyss, you know, hand destruction lets a lot of your opponents go positive, and that's why I think that particularly in this deck is a bad card. Sure, you can draw 2 and send 2 cards to the grave, and you can get your Gimmick puppets in the grave and draw 2 that way. But it also can help your opponent, and that's why I feel like it's a bad choice, a bad decision to play hand destruction when it comes to a deck like this, especially with the new formats coming up. Whether or not you play competitively or not, personally, I feel like that this can be sort of a downfall to the deck. I mean, you can make other rank 8 monsters, sure, with like Gear Changer and Magnet Doll, which are pretty nice. Actually, let's just take out 1 Star Eater and do, because I did actually find that I could make a rank 8 and I didn't necessarily need to make a Gimmick Puppet monster. Well, we don't even really need this many monsters, honestly, though. So let's put back that Star Eater and let's get another. There's just so many options of the extra deck that you can do with this deck, though. We could do, if you use Pillica, you can only make wind monsters. Is there any other level 11 synchros is more the question. No, the only level 11 is Star Eater. Okay, what about level 10s? What kind of 10s can we have here? Could get Ascension. That's good monster. That requires a Dragon type tuner, otherwise I would use that. Yeah, we'll go with that. I feel like that's a good balance. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Eric, sorry if you're disappointed by my opinion on your build compared to mine. I just found it confusing and I found it difficult, and I hope that you understand that. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're okay with the changes that I made, and hopefully you can, play around with it, try it out, and see how it will perform for you. Because that's really one of the key important things is that I wanted to, help you make this deck just a little bit better, give you a little bit better of an edge. And I think this build might particularly help you do that. It does have a bit better consistency. And I just feel like that this one, this one works better for me. Yours works for you. I mean, it's there. But thank you, Eric, for the idea. Metsrule97 on DN. If you want to, go and congratulate him on coming up with this interesting deck idea, or give him any advice on the deck yourself personally, feel free to do so on duelingnetwork.com. And thank you guys. Hopefully this wasn't too boring for you. Remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you later.